You already know she isn't returning, yet your thumb still refreshes her name like it might rewrite reality. You replay old moments, rewrite conversations, and bargain with a past that already closed its door. Why does letting go feel harder than holding on? Today, we're dismantling that loop so you can reclaim your focus, your identity, and your momentum. Soft heartbeat. Here's the first truth most men avoid. You're not craving her. You're craving the emotional rush attached to her. The anticipation, the late-night messages, the sense of being wanted, those chemicals wired your brain. Remove the person, and the body still searches for the sensation. That's why silence feels heavy and nights stretch longer than usual. Ever noticed how one photo can hijack your mood for hours? Your nervous system learned to treat her attention like oxygen. Without it, everything feels thinner. But this isn't romance, it's conditioning. Every time you revisit her profile, reread messages, or imagine running into her, you reinforce that wiring. You're feeding a pattern that keeps you stuck. Cut the supply and the pattern weakens. It's not cruelty, it's recovery. Detach to reclaim your direction. Men who rise after heartbreak don't possess stronger feelings. They place their identity somewhere else. If your mood depends on someone's presence, you've outsourced your stability. Take that authority back. You don't erase memories. You retrain what they mean. How can you meet someone aligned if you're still anchored to someone absent? Second reality, your memory is editing the story. You're replaying highlights while skipping the friction, the confusion, the inconsistency. If everything had been mutual, you wouldn't be here searching for answers. Nostalgia turns fragments into fantasies. You remember warmth but forget distance. Remember laughter but ignore doubt. That imbalance keeps you loyal to an illusion. We don't cling to people. We cling to how they made us feel at our peak. The promises spoken in emotional highs overshadow the silence that followed. When you paint a full picture with half the truth, healing stalls. Write the entire story. The mixed signals, the moments you felt small, the times effort flowed one way. That isn't bitterness, it's clarity. Every pedestal you build for someone who left reduces your own value. Let the real version exist, not the edited one. Ask yourself, were you thriving or were you trying to earn consistency? When memory becomes more beautiful than reality, you're grieving a concept, not a person. Third insight, you made her your center of calm. When your peace depends on another human, you become fragile to their absence. She became motivation, validation, distraction from your chaos. That weight transforms attraction into responsibility, and responsibility eventually breeds distance. Stability must originate within you. When a man generates his own direction, presence shifts. He chooses companionship instead of needing rescue. Let connection enhance your peace, not define it. Confidence built internally cannot be withdrawn by someone else's decision. Become steady first. Then relationships become additions, not foundations. Peace built alone cannot be taken away. Fourth lesson, closure is a decision, not a conversation. Waiting for explanations keeps you orbiting someone who moved forward. Even if you received answers, new questions would appear. What you're really seeking is permission to release, and that permission is yours. You don't need a detailed reason to move on. You need a boundary with the past. Closure happens when you stop negotiating with someone who already chose distance. The story ends when you stop rereading the final page hoping it changes. Choose completion. Fifth shift. The focus you gave her is evidence of your capacity, not your weakness. You memorized details, invested energy, stayed mentally engaged. That's discipline misdirected. Aim that intensity toward building something tangible. Your health, your skills, your work, your mission. Gym training. Attention is currency. Every minute spent revisiting old conversations is a minute stolen from future results. Redirect it and momentum appears. Improvement isn't revenge, it's alignment. When you become absorbed in growth, memories lose volume. What if every wave of nostalgia triggered action instead of rumination? Push-ups, journaling, learning, creating, convert emotion into output. Respect follows progress, not because someone is watching, but because you are evolving. The goal isn't to prove value to her, it's to demonstrate it to yourself. When purpose fills your schedule, longing has less space to echo. Letting go isn't losing, it's reallocating energy towards something that can expand. You're not broken, you're being redirected. The end of one attachment is the beginning of self-definition. Build routines that reinforce independence. Surround yourself with movement and design a life that doesn't pause for someone's attention. If you're ready to transform this experience into fuel, start today. Choose action over analysis. Choose growth over nostalgia. And choose self-respect over waiting. Before you go, like this video and subscribe to Learnify for more content that turns setbacks into strategy. Your next chapter begins when you decide it does. Before you decide she's completely done with you, ask yourself one thing. Are you reacting to facts or to a story your mind created? You see a new picture, a brighter smile, maybe someone standing a little too close, and suddenly your chest tightens. It feels like proof. It feels final. But what you're watching is a performance, not a full emotional report. People share polished moments, not midnight doubts, not the silence after laughter fades. Online happiness is edited. Healing is not. Activity looks like progress, but motion can hide avoidance. Someone can fill their calendar and still carry memories. Someone can laugh in public and still feel echoes in private. So what you're seeing may be movement, not resolution. And here's the real question. Why does her timeline control your peace? If your mood rises and falls based on what she posts, you're still emotionally tied. That tether keeps you stuck between hope and assumption. Many men compare speed. She's talking to someone new while you're still rebuilding. That must mean she cared less, right? Wrong. Fast movement often means low tolerance for stillness, not shallow feeling. Slow healing often means depth. Different processing, not different value. Public behavior is often strategic, even unconsciously. Nobody wants to appear broken after a breakup. Strength gets displayed, even when stability isn't fully there yet. Presentation and internal processing are two separate timelines. You don't know what happens when the noise stops. You don't know which memories return when she's alone. You only see highlights, and highlights are not the full story.